The Siege of Basra was codenamed Operation Karbala-5. It was an offensive operation carried out by Iran during the 1980 to 1988 Iran-Iraq War, with the goal of capturing the Iraqi port city of Basra in January 1987. This battle was the last major Iranian offensive of the Iran-Iraq War. The Iranians failed to reach their objective, and never captured Basra. Operation Karbala-5 began at exactly midnight January 8, 1987, when a strike force of 35,000 Revolutionary Guards infantrymen crossed Fish Lake, a man-made body of water, while 4 Iranian divisions attacked at the southern shore of the lake, overrunning the Iraqi forces and capturing Dwaji, an irrigation canal. They used their bridgehead at Dwaji as a springboard for their advance. Between January 9 and 10, the Iranians broke through the 1st and 2nd defense lines of Basra south of the Fish Lake with tanks. They reinforced their forces with 60,000 troops and began to clear the remaining Iraqi forces from the area. Around January 9, the Iraqi army began a counterattack, supported by newer Su-25 and MiG-29 aircraft, and by January 10, the Iraqis were throwing every available heavy weapon in a bid to push back the Iranians. Despite being outnumbered 10-1 in the air, Iran's air defenses downed 45 Iraqi aircraft, meaning Iran could provide close air support with their smaller air force, which proved superior in dogfighting, causing the Iraqis to stop providing their troops with air support temporarily. Iraqi tanks got bogged down in the marshland and were destroyed by Cobra helicopters and TOW missile-equipped anti-tank commandos. The Iraqi aircraft did return, later in the battle, after their ground forces took heavy losses due to the lack of air support. Despite superior Iranian infantry, it was the depth of the Iraqi defenses that prevented the Iranians from achieving any victories. On the 19th through 24th of January, Iran launched another infantry offensive, breaking the third line and driving the Iraqis across the Jassim River. By January 29, the Iranians launched a new attack from the west of the Jassim River, breaking through the fourth line. By this point they were within 7.5 miles of Basra. The battle now became a stalemate. Iranian losses were severe, and Iraq went on the offensive and pushed them back, containing their Iranians to the Shalem Jaria. The fighting continued and 30,000 Iranians held their positions around Fish Lake. The battle degraded into a trench war, where neither side could dislodge the other. Iran attacked several more times, but had no success. Karbala-5 had officially ended by the end of February 1987, but the fighting and siege of Basra continued. Among those killed in action were the Iranian commander Hossein Karazi as well as the commander of 9th Division Badr Esmail Daghay. Roughly 65,000 Iranians and 20,000 Iraqis died during Operation Karbala-5. The fighting during this operation was the heaviest and most extreme of the whole war, with the area around Shalem becoming known as their Somme of the Iran-Iraq War. At one point, the situation had so worsened that Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein himself had ordered several of his officers to be executed. With Iranian aircraft concentrated at Basra, the Iraqis bombed Iranian supply routes with chemical weapons, as well as Iranian cities with conventional bombs, including Tehran, Isfahan and Qom. It is believed that around 3,000 Iranian civilians died in these attacks. Iran retaliated by firing 11 long-range missiles at Iraqi cities, inflicting civilian casualties and killing at least 300 people. The Iraqis had succeeded in fighting the Iranians to a complete standstill, crushing their goal of capturing Basra. The end of the battle saw a massive breakdown in Iranian morale, with the war ending just over a year later.